2026 and we are back with another episode of the No Nonsense Fitness Podcast. How to optimize your health, fitness, get in the shape of your life in 2026 without fucking failing again and again and again and again and again, just like you have done every other year. Falling, failure, or subject to victim to all these stupid little fad diets and keto, carnivore, slimming world, Weight Watchers, whatever it is you've tried before, guys. I'm going to break down the exact system and strategy you need to follow to simply and easily get into shape once and for all and actually sustain the results in 2026. Let's get straight to it. No time wasting this year. Straight to the point. Less blabbing, less waffling, and straight to the fucking point so you guys can just see progress upon progress upon progress. So step number one, I'm going to break down, well, before we go on to step number one, I'm going to break down training, nutrition, supplementation, and then like some other little bits and pieces that you need to be considering if you want to get into shape in 2026. So number one is training, guys. Okay, when it comes to training, how do you know what plan to follow? Should you be doing push-pull legs? Should you be doing upper lower? Should you be going to the gym? I get some guys message me, some guys and girls message me, Joe, I can't go to the gym, can I still see results? Yes, of course you can, okay? So in terms of when it comes to training, guys, you need to be thinking about consistency over everything. There was a quote I saw the other day which said, being consistently good beats any day, beats being occasionally great. I fucking butchered that a little bit, but being consistently good will always beat being occasionally great. And that's so fucking true. I see so many people, new year, new me, I'm going to start the gym, Joe. I'm going to go to the gym. First week, you absolutely nail it. Second week, you absolutely nail it. Third week, life gets busy, work gets hectic, and you fail. You're out of the gym again. And that's because you're setting unrealistic expectations. You're trying to follow a plan and a program that maybe isn't built around you or maybe you don't enjoy. So step number one, guys, training. You need to pick something that you enjoy. If you fucking hate weight training, do not weight train. If you enjoy running, go out running. I get some people say to me, Joe, will I have to run? I don't like running. I'm injured. I've got shin splints. I had a bad knee before. No, like if you don't want to run, guys, you don't have to run. So consistency, you need to pick a plan and a program that you can consistently stick to. If you do not like being in busy gyms, I would recommend not picking something where you have to go to the gym. Maybe you invest in a cheap set of dumbbells and a barbell and a bench from Amazon or Argos for 40, 50 quid, okay, that you can then sort of set up in your garage or in your living room at home and you can do at home. You can do bodyweight exercises. Of course, that's not going to be the most optimal, but what is optimal? Optimal, guys, is what you can fucking stick to. There's no point in me saying optimal is going to the gym 6 times a week and you can't get to the gym because you hate the gym. Okay, so optimal is what you can stick to. Stop chasing perfection, start chasing consistency. That is where I would start. I wouldn't worry about doing push-pull legs. I wouldn't worry about doing 15 exercises per muscle group every single week if you can't consistently do that, okay? So being consistently good beats being occasionally great. That is note number one that I've made. Note number two is I would try to, whatever you're doing, try to build a routine where you're doing something a minimum of like 3 times per week. Can you see results training once a week? Yes. Are the results you're going to see that good? No. Are you then going to lose motivation? Yes. So how do you stay motivated? The best way to stay motivated is going to be to start seeing results. How do you see results? You do more of something. When I was an electrician and I was on the tools, how did I become a wizard at wiring plugs, sockets and downlights? I'd done it more and more and more and more, and eventually I got quicker, I got faster, I got better, and I became a fucking wizard, okay? So I would suggest trying to build a routine where maybe one Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever it is you can stick to, try and build it into your routine so you're doing it minimum of 3 times per week, okay? Because the more you do something, the better you're going to get, the faster you're going to see results, and then you're not going to feel unmotivated, okay? What kind of training? First of all, it's got to be something you enjoy. Second of all, does it have to be resistance training? Does it have to be cardio? It doesn't have to be either. Enjoyment comes first. However, if I'm talking about being optimal, quote unquote, how are you going to lose fat, build muscle? The best thing you can do is resistance training. It is weight training. It is either resistance bands, it is cables, it is dumbbells, it is barbells. It is something that is a resistance against your body. For example, dumbbells, doing shoulder press, you're going to have resistance against your body. So I would recommend weight training. Okay, I would recommend doing weight training 3 times per week. that's what I would suggest if you're looking to lose fat, build muscle, and get into shape. Okay, that's going to give you the best return of investment in terms of losing fat, building muscle, changing the way that you look. Okay, the more muscle you have, the greater strength you have, the better longevity you're going to have in your life. Science shows the longer you will actually live, the more lean muscle mass you have. You'll probably have more confidence because your body will look better. You won't look so skinny. You won't look like a skinny rake, like a skeleton. You'll have more lean muscle mass. And also, the more lean muscle mass you have, guys, the greater your metabolism, which means you're not going to have to eat rice and chicken to lose weight. You're going to be able to eat more food, more muscle, which is why great big strong guys, buff guys like myself can probably eat 2,800, 2,900, 3,000 plus calories, and I would still lose body fat because I've got more muscle than probably you watching this. Maybe not all of you, but most of you watching this, I'll probably have more muscle without sounding like an egotistic, arrogant twat. But I'm a coach, so I should be leading from the front. Okay? Caveat to this, if you hate weight training, don't weight train because you're not going to be able to stick to it. But if your goal is to lose fat, build muscle, sometimes you have to do shit you don't want to do in order to see results, okay? It's just the way that it is. Ideally, do we all want to go to work every day? Probably not. But do you want to pay your bills and do nice things in life? Yes. Sometimes you have to do shit you don't want to enjoy. But if you really hate weight training that much, just pick something else that you enjoy. Okay, that's how you're going to build a plan that's sustainable. If your goal is to run an Ironman, do you need to weight train? No, probably not. Okay, so it's all counterintuitive. I don't think that's the word, respective of your goal that you want to achieve. But I would recommend weight training. If you're listening to this, you want to lose fat, build muscle, a mixture of, well, minimum of 3 times weight training, and then you can sprinkle some cardio on top, but start with weight training. You can lose body fat, build muscle, and build a very good physique just by weight training, doing no cardio. Okay? Number 2, nutrition. What do you do with your nutrition? First of all, same as training. Pick something you enjoy. You can technically lose fat on the Mars bar diet. You can lose weight eating Mars bars every single day. Would you have a nutrient deficiency? Yes, you fucking would. But can it happen? Yes. You can gain weight eating broccoli every day. If you eat enough of it, it might be difficult. You might become you might be farting a lot, eating broccoli all the time. But you can still technically gain weight eating broccoli, eating salad, guys. Calories in versus calories out, it's like a scale. If you eat more than you consume, whatever the foods are, you're going to gain weight. If you eat less than you consume, you're going to lose weight. And it's as simple as that, okay? I would try to follow the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, eat good, whole, nutritious foods. They're going to give you more energy. They're going to make you feel better. They're going to digest better. They're going to help your body transform and look better if you're eating better foods, whereas if you're eating Mars bars all day, your body might not change as much as you want it to. So macronutrients, micronutrients, guys, try and eat 80% good, whole, nutritious foods. 20% of the time, have a little bit more freedom. Weekend, have a chocolate bar. For example, with my guys, generally 5-6 times a week, we're following a structured nutrition plan, one we enjoy. I call them the goat bowl. It's a rolled oat bowl, porridge bowl every single day. I eat it every single day because I fucking love it. It doesn't feel like a diet to me. Even if I'm dieting, I'm building muscle, I'm in a deficit, I'm in a surplus, I eat it because I enjoy it. Once a week, as with the guys and girls on my program, we'll generally have a calorie macro tracking day where we will maybe go out for a meal, go out for a Nando's, go out for a Wagamama's, and you're just aware of the calories that you're consuming, guys, okay? But I would look at calories first, protein second. You should all be trying to consume a minimum of 1 gram per pound of body weight per day. If you weigh 100 pounds, you should be consuming a minimum of 100 grams of protein per day. If you weigh 200 pounds, it should be 200 grams of protein per day, and so on and so forth. And then so once you've done calories, you've done protein. At this stage, if you're just starting off, I wouldn't worry about carbs and fats. Just let them fall however they need to fall. But calories and protein, guys, is where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck. And then again, I find that simplicity works best. Pick 5 or 6 meals that you really enjoy and just cycle through them, guys. The easier you can make it, if you've got to be in the kitchen cooking for an hour every single day, you're probably going to get fed up of it. If you can have quick, easy meals that you enjoy that take 5, 10, 15 minutes to make, you're going to be able to stick to it because you're going to think, fuck yeah, I haven't got to spend ages in the kitchen cooking unless you enjoy cooking, okay? In terms of supplements, don't even fucking worry about supplements at this stage, guys. See so many people message me, Joe, what supplements should I be taking? What supplements do you take? Guys, I take supplements because I've got my shit together. I eat healthy. I train 5-6 times per week. I sleep all right. I take care of my recovery. If you're training, nutrition, sleep, stress, recovery is not all on point, you're not sleeping 7 hours a night, you're not following a structured plan 6 times a week, you're not resistance training 3 times a week, supplements will make a shit's worth of difference, and you should just save your fucking money, guys. So supplements, I am not even going to cover on this podcast. You do not need to worry about supplements. Sort your training out, train consistently for a month, follow a structured diet plan consistently for 3-4 weeks, okay? And then you can look at adding in some supplementation. Maybe we'll record another podcast in a week or 2 weeks time. And then if you've stuck to this, guys, you can start implementing that. Step number 4, we've covered training, nutrition, supplementation. Step number 4 is going to be accountability. Yes, or should I say no, this is not a plug, shameless plug for my coaching. Although, if you do want help with a structured training, diet, nutrition plan, one-to-one support and accountability, guys, you know what to do. Message me for information, prices, programs, packaging, how I do everything. But you should have accountability, guys. Whether that be me, whether that be another coach, whether that even be your partner, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, okay? Friends, family members. There's going to be a lot of people wanting to get healthy and fit this fucking January. Ask them to go to the gym with you. So when they say, I don't want to go, Joe, you can say, fucking come on, Sarah. Get your ass to the gym. You said you want to get fit and healthy. Ask Steve at work. Ask Bob at work. Ask your brother. Ask your sister. Go to the gym together. Set yourself a target and say, cool, let's weigh ourselves and let's compare where we are in 4 weeks' time. Get yourself accountability, guys. The truth is, at the moment, you don't hold yourself to high enough standards. I self-coach myself because I know that I've got the discipline and the accountability. I'm not going to cheat myself, okay? I've built up that discipline over time. I've been doing this years and years and years. When I first started out, guys, I fucking reached out. I hired a coach. I paid £150, £200 per month for a coach. Somebody to help me, somebody to hold me accountable, somebody who knew what they were doing, who could give me the training, nutrition, diet plan, so I didn't have to work it out for myself. So I didn't have to go to the gym and twiddle my thumbs and hope what I was doing was working. I knew it was working. I put my trust and support in somebody else, okay? So there's 2 types of people in this world. People who understand the cost of investment and they want to move forwards and they want to achieve big things, so they will pay somebody to help them get there. Pay somebody who's in a position you want to be in, okay? Or there's people who talk about it and they just spend their whole life trialing, erroring, and fucking trying to figure it out for themselves, and they look and feel the same for the rest of their life, guys. Which one are you, okay? So training, nutrition, supplementation, accountability, all covered. Accountability, I would say, is the biggest thing there, guys. When it comes to, I've got my computer there, and it just made me think of something on top of my head. I get a lot of guys message me and say, Joe, I'm going to use ChatGPT to give me a training and nutrition plan. Although that is good, like AI is amazing. I used it to design myself and look what my kids would look like in the future the other day. It's fucking amazing. But coaching is the 90% that ChatGPT won't give you. ChatGPT will give you a training and diet plan. It's not the training and diet plan that you need right now, guys. It's the accountability, it's the standards, it's the habits that you're not currently holding yourself to. You need to raise your standards. You need to dial in your habits, okay? ChatGPT can't give you that shit. That's the accountability. That's the coaching that will give you that shit, okay? So to kind of close off this podcast, if you need help, advice, you want more words of wisdom, okay, reach out. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. I'm more than happy to send over any information about my coaching. There's no fucking calls or whatever bullshit a lot of these coaches do. They get you on calls. They tell you it's £1,000. Guys, there's none of that bullshit, okay? You message me, you're interested, you're genuinely serious about changing. I'll send you the 2 packages, the two options that I've got for my coaching. And if you're interested, we can get the ball rolling. If not, no hard feelings, okay? But top tips for 2020-26, get somebody or something or a mate or a friend, family member, a partner to hold you accountable. Don't go on this journey alone, guys, because it becomes so much more difficult. And then you should be looking at training, nutrition before you even think about supplementation. I hope you took some value from that. I hope it kind of, do you know what I mean? You realize a few things that you maybe should or shouldn't be doing. And big love, peace out. We will see you in the next one, guys. Big love.